My spoiled and entitled younger sister slept with my older sister's boyfriend, so we gave her a brutal reality check and slowly ruined her life. The texts ranges from, sorry, please talk to me, bashing Maya, calling him unworthy, some dirty text, and also some provocative photos with captions, I can screw better than Maya, you know. Adam was sick of it. I was furious. Does Sally have no shame? I said enough is enough. My parents need to see what kind of person Maya is. So I arranged a meeting with my parents. We didn't tell Maya because she was pregnant, and the last thing she ever needed in this life was Sally once again being a huge pain in the ass and a homewrecker. The following week, we sat with our parents, and as soon as Adam saw Sally, he went off on her again. This time not as brutal, and he actually managed to stop himself before she even shed one single tear, although she was close. I told them they should control their miracle child because she is acting crazy. She has been sending inappropriate messages to Adam. My parents obviously didn't believe it. I showed them the proof, but they acted like they didn't believe it. Sally kept saying it was a fake account. Someone was trying to defame her. Douchebag McGee, Sally's husband, forcefully took her phone and discovered the message. He was screaming and shouting at her. She was curled in a ball, crying and unable to really defend herself because she was caught. Douchebag McGee looked at our parents and said that, you raised a pathetic liar. The fact that he of all people had the gonards to say something to her shows that she had really crossed a boundary, one that was low for even her. I personally grilled my parents like they were a rotisserie chicken. I told them they are a failure. They always prioritized their golden child over the other kids. Where was their concern when their other daughter was betrayed? Would they have done the same if Sally's boyfriend was cheating on her with Maya? They have enabled Sally so much that she has become an entitled brat. They should know almost everyone in the family hates her and is sick of her. Everybody has even started hating them, all because their entire goddamn life they have made it so Sally is more important than anyone else, and now it is finally biting them in the ass. Adam told them they should be ashamed of the brat they raised. They are a bad parent who failed to teach morality to their child. That's why she is after her sister. And he said, look at her. Can you honestly say that you are proud of your daughter? Are you proud that she is a homewrecker? Are you proud that nobody loves her? My parents didn't say a word. Lastly, I told them to F off. Me and Maya will be cutting them off. Don't even bother calling us. Their whole life they have invested in their bratty child, so they should just ask for her help when they are old. I am done with them. That is when my mom started crying, saying it is really unfair. The whole family is shunning them. I looked at them and asked, and whose fault is that? My dad looked pretty much defeated. I bet there were other members of the family that grilled them too and threatened to cut them off for Sally. 6 months after this happened, Sally got caught up in quite a lot of trouble again. This time, however, seeing as she had nobody else to terrorize, she turned her attention to our parents. Mom was still busy coddling Sally, but I had a feeling that Dad had started noticing the behaviors that led to Sally turning out this way. Basically, Dad started getting more and more angry with Sally, and over time he started learning how to say no to her. As far as Mom went, she was so caught up with Sally being the golden child who never does anything wrong that she failed to see hundreds of dollars in cash starting to go missing from her wallet. Suddenly, Sally started showing up in their house with new things, new watches and shoes, and when asked how she got the money, she made up a lie about how she applied for a government grant and got it. Of course, dear mother believed this lie instantly, but Dad was a little suspicious. It took him a while to fully believe that his own daughter could be stealing from him, but when he did, he decided he needed to test this theory out. He bought a camera and set it up in their room. The next time Sally came home with new stuff, he secretly reviewed the footage. He found Sally taking out what looked like $100 out of her mother's wallet. He confronted her about it and the crocodile tears started. She was sorry, she'll never do it again. She feels so guilty. She just so desperately needed the new makeup palette. Anyway, after a lot of back and forth between them, and the mother staying out of it, Dad decided to kick Sally out of the house. Of course, this was not something Sally was just going to take, so she protested, and Dad had to physically drag her and her belongings out of the house. Sally tried desperately calling for Mom, but Mom was heartbroken at the betrayal she faced. Apparently, she told Sally something along the lines of, after everything we did for you, we ruined our relationship with everyone for you. We were stupid for that. I regret it now. I never want to see you again. And thus, Sally was out on the streets. She called both me and Maya, and actually tried to camp out next to Maya's door overnight before Maya called the police. When she called me, I just laughed and hung up the phone. I wanted and want absolutely nothing to do with her. My dad actually called me after this whole event begging to reconcile. He told me all of this that went down, and I can't help but almost feel bad for everything that happened. My parents have lost everything, and although it is completely their fault, and they should be held accountable for their actions, at the end of the day, they are my parents, and I do want them to be happy in life, regardless of everything they put me and Maya through. I know they have each other at least, and are on a path to mending their relationship.